There you go.
Thank you.
Cheers.
New camera day, baby! Woo! Before we go even further, I kind of want to go back a couple of days and explain why I spent £2,000 on a new camera. I need to start making money by doing something I'm good at, so I'm going to quit my job in the next 2 months and do freelance video work full time. If you've been a subscriber for a long time, you'll know that I've always wanted to do this, but I haven't really progressed very far because I've had that safety net. I haven't had anything to really push me to go out there and do it because I've always had money going in. So my theory is, if I get rid of that safety net, it should be a lot easier to progress because it'll push me to work harder, if that makes sense. For me to survive and do enjoyable things each month, I need to be making a minimum of £600. It's a lot of money, but it's not that much money. So I basically have 2 months now to figure out how I'm gonna make it work. And hopefully in January, I won't have to dip much into my savings to live. This is the thing, I don't think I could progress as a videographer with the gear I currently have. If you didn't know, I shoot on the Canon 60D, and when I bought it in 2014, it was already 2 years old, so I've had this camera for a long time now. There's a lot of features on the new cameras which have come out which I really want and need, and this just doesn't cut anymore. I want to be shooting in 4K, I want the higher frame rate, I want a camera which actually looks good in low light, because in low light, this camera is horrific. But as they say, and as annoying as it is, you need to spend money to make money. Sweet, we're all up to date. Let's carry on with the good bits. The Sony A7iii. Oh my god, this feels so nice. Does this look much better? It better do. This better look much better. I'm not sure if I'm in frame or I'm in focus, and honestly that's the only bad thing about this camera, is that it hasn't got a flip out screen, but other than that, I'm in love with this camera. So the lenses I have for it is the Samyang 35mm f2.8 autofocus lens, and that's what I'm shooting on right now, and I also have this manual 1.4 85mm Samyang lens as well, and they're both cheap lenses and I think they get the job done. I think the picture quality is actually really good. One thing which I really like about this camera is the inbuilt stabilization system. I really like it on the 85mm and handheld footage looks great. It's not so good on the 35mm, but I'm probably going to get a gimbal soon, so it doesn't really matter that much. A feature which I do really like is Super 35. It basically gives my lenses an extra focal length, so I can turn my 35mm lens into a 56mm lens, and I can change my 85mm lens into a 136mm lens, so I don't need to get too close if I'm shooting people, which is always good because you want to kind of be a fly on the wall when you're shooting people who don't want to be on camera. I've been shooting mainly on the PP6 picture profile. The only reason for that is because it doesn't involve much color correction. I can literally just chuck a quick LUT on there and the image looks great. If say I was shooting in more low light conditions, I could switch to one of the S-Log picture profiles to get more dynamic range, but I'm actually really happy with how the PP6 picture profile performs, so there's no reason for me to change it at this current time. But obviously in the future, when I get more time with the camera, I will be experimenting with different picture profiles. I'm loving using this camera and I'm excited to keep using it and experimenting and see what sort of footage and what sort of edits I can create with it. But that's my first impressions video of the Sony A7 III. Hope you enjoyed this week's video. Obviously, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new around here. I just want to say a massive thank you for 1,200 subscribers. Literally, the growth lately has been absolutely insane. I've literally hit an extra 200 subscribers in the last 2 weeks, and that's pretty special. But my name's been Sam. You guys have been awesome. Have a cup of tea. Have a nice day, and goodbye.